Banks and credit unions will be hit with a new levy in the federal government's mini-budget expected tomorrow. The money will be set aside to protect deposits if financial institutions fail, but it will also add to the budget bottom line and help the government get back to surplus in 3 years.
Federal Treasurer Chris Bowen was being coy this morning.
Well, we have no plans to tax banks, of course.
But they do have plans for a new levy, an insurance scheme to protect deposits if a future financial shock causes banks or credit unions to fail. Reserve Bank Governor Glenn Stevens wrote to then Treasurer Wayne Swan in March proposing the idea, recommended by the International Monetary Fund.
The IMF and the RBA have put a view to the government about the need for a fund to cover deposit protection, and the Treasurer's made clear he's consulting on that.
Bank shares dropped when news leaked today that the levy, 5 basis points on deposits of up to $250,000, would be in Mr Bowen's economic statement expected tomorrow. It would raise $733 million in the first 3 years. But according to government sources, it would reduce the interest paid on a deposit of $10,000 by less than 50 cents a month.
I'm not going to comment any further.
The money would be quarantined in a special fund, not available to finance other government programs. But it would strengthen the budget's bottom line as the government tries to keep its promise of a return to surplus by 2016-17. The big money raiser in the mini-budget will be tobacco tax, to go up by 12.5% each year for 4 years, yielding $5.3 billion.
The most effective way of reducing tobacco consumption is by increasing the price.
It's not motivated about better health policies. It is solely about fixing the budget crisis.
And there was another step today in trying to fix the political crisis over asylum seekers. 40 Iranian, Pakistani and Afghan men flown from Christmas Island to Manus Island in Papua New Guinea, the first group sent there under the government's tough new policy that no asylum seekers arriving by boat will be allowed to settle in Australia. They'll all go to PNG.
There is no point getting on a boat anymore.
Laurie Oakes, 9 News.